Prologue. It was now day 2 of RWBY and Company's visit to Katana's dimension. The ice demon hostess had some free time to herself, as Glinda had decided that the students should still take some days away from simply watching movies all day to train and do the homework they'd still been assigned from the day Katana had taken them. Katana had pointed out this would mean they'd spend more in the void, but they didn't seem to mind. After all, she had said it herself, time was basically irrelevant, so they weren't particularly concerned. So, the frozen femme fatale looked through the pool of universes, searching for her favorites, hoping to see a continuation to an alternate universe where another universal being took her guests to learn of a world full of fantastic and mighty creatures and the humans that hunt them. But alas, the only update she found was that this universe had been frozen. She sighed at this, before making a decision and quoting one of her greatest enemies. "Fine. I'll do it myself," she declared. "No. How can I be clever about this and not just introduce them to a whole new universe?" She pondered, before finally deciding. "I've got it," she declared once again. After another hour or so, the students and teachers conveniently all entered the main area all at once, the students having emerged from the bedroom area after finishing their homework, and the adults had done some training as well, Crow putting in some more work with his new semblance as Ashbin, and Ironwood sparred for old time's sake, and Winter trained with Glinda. Cinder and Nero exited the bedroom first. "This is stupid. They know we aren't students anymore, so why do we still have to act like it?" Cinder demanded, having to do the homework herself without Emerald. "Infiltration or not, it's the role you chose. And you will still finish the work assignments you've been given," Glinda said, glaring at the younger woman as they all entered, before turning their attention to the center of the room to regard Katana. However, to their shock, their hostess wasn't the only thing there. Standing in front of her was nothing short of a dragon. A Valian European-style dragon, quadrupedal with a slim-builded scales and shell, wore a unique crystalline blue. Its head had a tiara-like crown of small horns, and it had a thin, lance-like tail that appeared to be highly flexible. Finally, it also seemed to have a thin layer of ice covering its wing, limbs and tail, giving it extra protection, but also a beautiful, regal appearance. "Holy crap! That's a dragon. A real, live dragon!" John cried out. "Katana, look out!" Yang shouted, about to rush in. "Yang, wait!" Ruby said, holding her sister back. "Look," she said, pointing to the scene. Indeed, while the creature did seem to be imposing, it also didn't appear at all hostile, allowing Katana to place her hand on its long, beak-like snout and pet it. "Oh, hey guys. This is just my pet, Glacies. And yes, she's a dragon. An elder dragon, Belkana, to be exact." She introduced the creature next to her, the dragon letting out a proud, yet not incredibly loud, cry of pride. "Your pet?" Ren asked in disbelief. "Oh, come on. That's just not fair," Neo complained. "What is your life? You have a 3-headed dog and a dragon for a pet?" Weiss asked in disbelief. "Cerberus is the family pet. All my siblings have their own dragon, though. And their own horse. Mine is an ice unicorn," Katana bragged. "Ever think you rely a bit too much on ice?" Crow asked. There is no such thing as too much ice. The demon cried out along with the Schnee sisters, the dragon even charging forward to glare at the former drunk. Still, that is quite impressive. Para asked, looking a bit nervous. And may I pet her? She asked. Feel free. Katana said, the students all running their hand along the creature. She's beautiful. Blake said in awe, the dragon turning and licking her face. Ah, you're so lucky. I want a dragon for a pet. Nora whined. Maybe I'll consider giving you one later. Maybe all of you, even if you want. But you'd have to learn the basics about them, first. Katana said. Aren't you already giving the students enough distractions already with the Marvel movies? Glinda asked. Those are necessity. This is just for fun when we have some extra time. Besides, they trained, they did their homework, I'd say they earned some time to relax. The Ice Demon said. She does have a point. And I'd be interested in hearing about these creatures as well. Winter admitted. Glinda sighed at this, but Ashbin put a hand on her shoulder. Come now, Glinda. It's as Katana said, they need some time to relax and enjoy themselves. It will be a rarity when they're full-fledged huntsmen and huntresses. So, how dangerous are these creatures? Ironwood asked. Well, they act more like regular animals than the Grimm, so they don't actively hunt down and seek to destroy humans and their creations, but they can also be a problem for humans that wander too close to their territory, or some are more bold and aggressive than others. Then, elder dragons like Glacies here have human-level intelligence and can certainly cause problems, like when Glacies nearly froze a whole continent, but for the most part, they just want to be left alone. Katana explained. Whoa. That's awesome. Ruby said. Terrifying, but awesome. John added. But, if you meant in terms of power, they're way stronger than the Grimm, but humans slightly above average, but still not on your level are capable of fighting them solo, so I'd say if they showed up on Remnant. I mean, it wouldn't be great, but the situation wouldn't get insanely worse than it currently is. Heck, it may even get better, if some of them take over territory, then kill the Grimm in it. Katana explained. Most fascinating. Ojpin said. And, while they are still very much wild animals, they are quite intelligent and can be quite calm, even the more aggressive, territorial one willing to let humans go if they're given a passing glance and get out of their territory quickly. Some even believe that eventually they can be tamed and domesticated. Heck, one scientist even wanted to take a dog-like monster straight from the wild to replace his dog. And there is even a small sect of humanity, known as riders, that have learned to live and coexist with monsters they hatch from eggs with special stones. But, the old-fashioned approach like what we did for dogs and cats should work, too. Katana explained. Awesome. I totally want a pet dragon. One that shoots lightning. Nora cried out. Maybe I could teach a small monster to steal stuff. Neo thought. Oh, no need for a small monster, Neo. Even some of the larger monsters know how to steal stuff. Katana said, stars appearing in the former mute's eyes. Oh, great. As if we didn't already have enough stuff missing. Cinder snapped, catching Neo and